So if I had 7 days and I had to make $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, let's do 1,000, just for like simplicity. Um, I would first look to solve someone's problem. Ideally, someone who has at least $1,000 to spend with me and is in pain and needs to have something solved, a problem. For me, there's three main markets you can go after. There's wealth, relationship, and fitness. So you would look into solving a problem for someone who has money in one of those areas. Okay, that would be the quickest way to get your first $1,000. For me, my specialty is wealth. Okay, I like money. I like having money. I like making people money. I enjoy talking about money, which is why I'd rather go after that because that's sort of my passion niche, my passion business. So I would go after the wealth niche and help someone who has at least $1,000 solve a problem in the wealth niche. Okay, most common problem would be getting more clients. Now, there's lots of ways, depending on the market and the person you're going after, you can help them make more money and get more clients. And it's hard in like a video like this to give you an exact step-by-step game plan, but you most likely have some sort of skill set. Okay, you watch YouTube videos, you watch a couple books, maybe you bought a course or two. You know something in some niche in the wealth marketplace. Okay, I'm assuming that you're also like me and you like the wealth niche. This can be copywriting, funnel building, making emails, SMS blasts, cold calling, lead generation, Facebook ads, Google ads, TikTok. Like it can be anything, social media, anything that can drive a person or a company to make more money. Pick one of those skills that you might already have and go all in with that. Now, you might be asking yourself, what if I'm not the best? What if I know some copywriting? What if I know how to build funnels or do follow up systems and stuff like that? But I'm not the best. I'm kind of mediocre at it. I just watch a couple of YouTube videos. How can I justify charging someone for something that I'm not very capable of or not very good at? That's a very good question. To those people, what I would do is first off, find someone, and that's exactly what I did when I was starting out, is find someone who already has the skill set, but doesn't want the hassle of having to go and try to find clients. Because let's face it, learning how to run Facebook ads is a lot easier to learn than how to acquire more clients. Okay, it is easier to learn how to run Facebook ads than it is to outreach and acquire clients who are willing to pay you money. All right, so some people, and some, it's not made for everyone, this cold calling, cold outreaching, running ads, taking sales calls, closing deals, dealing with clients. Some people just want to do the technical stuff, which is okay. All right, so if let's say, let's use Facebook ads as an example. So let's say you know the basics of Facebook ads. You're not the best, but you understand more or less what it is, how it works, and everything. So what I would do is find someone who has that skill set already. So someone who's already good at Facebook ads, and he's like, look, if you bring me someone, I'll run their Facebook ads for you. Just pay me X amount of money. All right. And then your job now is to find someone who's willing to pay you a bit more money to get their Facebook ads run or whatever service you decide to run in the wealth niche. Okay. And then the difference that you collect, that becomes your margins, your profit for the business. And obviously, there's more expenses and stuff like that. But that's more or less, it's not rocket science. Like you want to go after, you want to pick a service. That's for sure. That's a guarantee. Okay. You don't want to be selling a product. It costs too much money. You need to have inventory. It's not a good sort of beginner business model. Pick a service, ideally helping people make more money. Pick a service that you already have some sort of skill set, some sort of knowledge in. Do a little research, just to get yourself, good with everything. And this can all be done in a day. Okay. So in the video, I said in the first 7 days, you can do this in a day if you're not lazy. Okay. So in a day, you come up with the idea. What am I going to offer? Who am I going to go after? Okay. That's the next part. You can go after online people. So coaches like me. You can go after agency owners. So people like me again. You can go after local businesses, which for me personally, that's my favorite. For people who are just starting out, because I found it's just less competition. It's easier to get into the marketplace, and there's more of a demand for these online services. Like trying to sell me how to build funnels is more difficult because I know how to build funnels and I already have a team to build funnels because everything's online. So I need funnel builders. But someone like a local plumber, you best believe he doesn't understand what funnels are. Okay, probably some do, but most your typical plumber does not understand how to run like online services, which is why it's a good combo to offer an online service to a local brick and mortar business because there's that gap. They work in person with people and you offer everything online. So everything that's related to online to their businesses most likely is lacking. It's most likely harder for them to implement everything online. But when you go after someone like me, it's a bit harder because I'm already fully remote, fully online. So I already have a guy for Facebook ads. All right. So not to say that you cannot go after online people. I'm just saying if I had to make my first $1,000, 2,000, 3,000 bucks, I would go after a local business. It's just easier to get the ball started, the ball rolling. Okay. And then once you have that service, you know what you're going to be offering. If you don't trust your abilities to deliver on it, find someone who's better. Find someone who already has the experience, and then pick some sort of local business. All right, that's what I would do. So I would pick some sort of local business and go after a specific market. Okay, now this is where most people get caught up. I want to work with dentists. I want to work with chiropractors. I want to do this. I want to do this, and they jump from one thing to the other. I'm here to tell you, I've coached over 400 people who I always push them to go after local businesses. Every single the amount of markets, niches, types of businesses that I've heard of now is absolutely insane, and everyone's making money in them. Okay, there's not one secret business niche that you have to go after to make money. And if you're not able to even book meetings for one niche, and you think your solution is to jump to a different niche, I'm telling you right away, you're just going to be constantly jumping from one thing to the other. Nothing's going to work for you. Okay. So pick one niche, ideally something that you enjoy, you have knowledge in, you've already maybe worked in that field before, you have a parent, you have a friend, or whatever, like something you already kind of know, are knowledgeable in. And it's not a must have. If you don't, then just do some research, get yourself familiar with the marketplace. And then from there, just get in contact with as many of those people as possible and pitch them your offer, what you're offering as a service. Now, what's fun about helping them get clients is that you can have like a number to it. When I say a number, I meant like a specific result. Like, hey, I can get you X amount of clients per month. Now, your next question might be, Oliver, I don't know what to offer. Like, what should be the X with these clients? The best thing, what I would do if I'm going after a new niche and I have no idea like what's good, what's not good, I would go on Facebook ad library and look at other agencies who are running ads to acquire, let's say plumbers, to acquire plumber clients, or they run an agency that serves plumbers, and look at the offers that they're doing. Maybe they're guaranteeing 30 new jobs per month. Maybe it's 100 leads per month. Maybe it's a specific type of job. Okay, and find what type of ads, what are the offers that they are running. And most likely, if they're running and you see a common trend, like many people are doing it, most likely that is what has been proven to work very well in that niche and that marketplace. And once you have that offer, then your goal is to just put it in front as many people as possible. And that is where most people give up. They think if they can send 10 emails, make 3 cold calls, a couple of DMs, and they think everyone's going to be jumping on them to give you money. I'm telling you right away, you can have the best service, the best people on your team, but if you don't go to the marketplace and present your offer, your solution to people, no one's going to buy it from you. Okay, so you have to put yourself out there. And this is where most people give up. That last part, going after people and outreaching, I would spend 6 days out of those 7 days doing that. Just to give you an idea of how important that is. So the first day, You do the foundations, the boring stuff. Okay, if you can make a website. I didn't even have a website when I started. Okay, you don't even need one. You can just have a social media page. Okay, and you don't have to make a bunch of content when you're starting out. You don't need a bunch of fake followers. You really don't even need those things. Okay, you need a service. What am I going to be offering to solve a specific problem in the marketplace? Who is going to be the person to have those problems solved? So what niche am I going to go after? What is the exact offer? So what am I going to tell them? Because you cannot just go to someone and say like, hey, I'll run your Facebook ads. Okay, it's going to be a bit harder. So you need like a specific outcome. So don't sell the service, but sell the outcome. So what is the outcome of running Facebook ads? What's going to happen to their business? So maybe they can make an extra 20K per month. I don't know. I'm just saying the number like that. So instead of when I call plumbers or I text them or whatever, instead of saying, hey, can I run your Facebook ads? I'm going to say instead, hey, can I make you an extra 20K per month? Which sounds a lot better. And then from there, once you hop on a call with them, then you can present them the service, the offer, and how it works. But again, mostly focusing on the outcome of what the results will be of working with you. And yeah, charge them $1,000, $2,000, $3,000, depending on the value that you bring them. So if you can make someone 30K, you can take 10% of that. So that's $3,000. If you make someone 10,000, you can take 10% of that. Or you can do commission based only if it's your first client. So you work with a plumber and you say, hey, for every new job that I bring you, I want X amount of dollars for that. And then you fulfill on that. And because you have an expert on your team, someone who actually knows what he's doing when it comes to Facebook ads or whatever service you decide to offer, you should be getting them results. And if you don't get them results, then you don't really deserve to get paid. As simple as that. You get paid for the problems that you solve. And if you don't solve any problems or you don't do a good job, then you don't deserve to get paid. Okay, which is important to become good at what you do and also have good people on your team that can actually fulfill on what you're offering to your clients. Okay, and that's how I would make my first $1,000. So it's not too complicated. So just to recap, pick one of the like solve a wealth related problem, a fitness or a relationship type of problem. Okay, I use wealth as an example. From there, you pick a service, so something that you ideally are already somewhat skilled at to help a client in the wealth niche. So typically, it's to help them make more money. That's like the most common thing. So maybe you know Facebook ads, maybe you know how to build funnels, maybe you're good at cold emails, SMS blast, like a data reactivation type offer. There's a bunch of things that you can do. Pick one of those things that you're skilled at. If you're not really good, just find someone who's better than you and onboard them on a commission based only. So only pay them what you get paid for the work that they do. And once you have that, present your solution in a nice offer by doing some research and finding out what are other people offering. And once you have that solution, contact as many potential clients as you can and pitch them your offer. Once they're interested, get them on a sales call, present them your solution, present them what you're going to be doing for them, and then have a $1,000 to $3,000 ticket price attached to that. And yeah, that's how I would make my first money. And in terms of like the actual timeline for 7 days, again, most of your days will be spent on outreach. The quicker you get the basics done, the research and finding the people. And also, one last thing, many people think it's only one thing at a time. Okay, you can do multiple things at a time. So if you don't have your, let's say, Facebook ads expert to help you deliver on the offer, that does not mean you have to wait on everything else and you cannot start outreaching or start preparing for everything else. Okay, everything can be done at the same time. So you outreach every single day. That is the most important thing. And then you work on the other aspects of the business. And trust me, if on the first day you get someone to say yes, they pay you to do their Facebook ads, you will find someone. Okay, trust me, you want that money and you want to do them a good service, so you will do your best to find a person. Trust yourself; it's not that difficult, especially if you're willing to just pay someone right away on the spot. Okay. So yeah, that's how I would make my first $1,000. It's nothing too complicated. I hope this was it helped some of you guys. As usual, if ever you have any questions, send me a message on Instagram. I will answer you. I'll help you. Otherwise, best of luck. Let's make some money. And if you're looking for a cheat code, a roadmap on how to make all of this process happen and make your first not just $1,000, but 5,000, 10,000, 15,000 bucks per month, as usual, I have a one-on-one performance-based mentorship program. So I'll hold your hand. I'll work with you until you start making money, until you're happy, and I'll give you all of the tools and the exact framework of how I would go about making my first 10,000 bucks per month. Otherwise, best of luck. Let's make some money. Peace.